Ask some questions. I mean, such intellectuals were sitting here. Ask me some questions. What is
What are your plans to spread the
that? Huh?
yoga in larger scale?
What are my plans? I
What do
don't
you want
plan.
us to do?
You see, I don't plan because I don't know how far my instruments are ready. You see, first now my only plans, if I have any, is to really prepare my weapons all right. Once they are done, then we'll fix them up. You see, unless and until you know how far your bomb can fall, how can you plan it? So first of all, I must measure up the power of my children, how powerful they are. That's what I'm trying to do now, is to make them aware of their powers, to use. Like you see, Hanumana, when he was born and when he grew up, he forgot that time and he forgot his powers. So he was to be reminded that you are such and such powerful person. You don't know what your powers are. You ate off the whole of Surya. This you did in your childhood. You are born with this power, but now after growing, you are rather be sort of forgotten it, and also you were afraid of using them, and it's uh, sort of looks like in a dominant position. But it is there. If you just try to remember them, it will come. They have tremendous power, these people have tremendous power, but they have to assume and stand on that. If they do not do it, you see, if I tell them now, go to this house, oh mother, there may be a bhoot there sitting. A person comes possessed in the ashram, they all shut their doors, oh God, this bhoot has come. Or something. Then what's
Mother, I wanted to ask you something.
hmm?
How can we deal with? See, there is one problem, one big problem inside you. It's those who are devoted to you at the expense of others.
Those who are devoted to me.
Those who use the excuse of their devotion to you, Mother, sometimes to oppress others.
They are what?
Sometimes people use their devotion to you at the expense of others. So,
Then again, the same thing, Jamail, is the same thing. Is, you see, it is, you have to do it. All those who are doing that way. I'm just pointing out to all those. If you are using, say, your devotion to me for the oppressing of others, all right? So it is for you to see. There is nobody who can be oppressed because your spirit cannot be oppressed. Say there is X and Y. Now, Y is a person who is trying to oppress X, all right? What will you oppress? We can't oppress his spirit, can he? First point, clear. Now, this fellow, if he has to have attachment to me, nobody can stop him. That is all. You all have direct relationship, not through anyone. If you want to accept somebody's agency, then I can't help you. But otherwise, you all have a direct access to me. You all can grow your spirits. Nobody can dominate you. Everyone has complete freedom to grow their spirit, to know their spirit, I mean to say. And the spirit is something cannot be dominated by you. Now, supposing somebody tries to oppress you. What will they oppress you in which way? They'll say, all right, we'll not have this carpet, we'll have that carpet, or have it. Somebody will say, I'll jump in the sea, jump. Just now you jump. What will they oppress you in? You see, just see that. Not in your spiritual growth. Can they? And that's how the problem starts. You see, in material things, say in an ashram now, somebody says, all right, we would like to have a photograph of Mother put there. The other will say, no, we are going to have it there. Whether you put it here or there, makes no difference, my photograph is going to work. Even in puja matters, I have seen. People will say that, no, Mother is sitting there, don't put your feet towards the Mother. It's a common thing, everybody knows should not put it. But still they will say, no, we want to put it. All right, let them put it. Next time they will not, because they will know it is wrong. They'll find out. So, you see, nobody can oppress anyone. I am here to correct. Once you understand that you are not perfect, the other is not perfect. We are all perfecting ourselves. We are all coming up. Mother is there to look after us. Then we will never think like that. Now, I have also seen people will say that there are two Sahajogis talking to others Sahajogis. Now, one is a very oppressive one. The another one is upset to see that this one is oppressive. Now, for that purpose, if you are quiet, silent, you will always dominate. People will listen to you, not to him. But even if you start saying, "Oh, you don't say like that," and this, they will think these are fighting cocks. Then at that time, your wiser this thing will even give him a chance to understand. But what happens? One person dominates, another tries to dominate them by outward things, and the whole show is over. There is no need to dominate another person by outward things. He will settle down by himself if you show your dignity of your silence and of your understanding of Sahaja. There is no need just now to say, shut up, you sit down, you don't do. It's absolutely wrong. They do it. I've seen it. In my presence, I've seen it. Because we still live halfway there and halfway here. The way we solve the problem, say you have to do some business. There are two people doing the business. One person says something, another says, why did you say like this? You shouldn't say. This person says to that person, you shouldn't correct me. Like that, the fight is on. But that doesn't help anyway. There also. But in Sahaja Yoga, it will never help. The another person can only win over by his dignity, by his quiet methods, by approaching a person properly. That's how the leaders will come. They won't come up by shooting another person down. Not at all by any chance. That's not possible. It's not good leadership. Good leadership is just the way you handle the situation, not the way you fight another man down. So many times you have seen, I just keep quiet, it works out. Not necessary that you should at that moment shout. There's no need. And it creates a very bad impression and very bad leadership. First of all, you cannot be dominated. This is one fact, is it true? You can grow in your spirituality, whatever people may try to dominate in the worldly things. Thank God we don't have any organization. Thank God we don't have secretaries, assistant secretaries, under secretaries, by secretaries, upper secretaries, lower secretaries. We don't have any nonsense. Otherwise, even that would have been dominating to people. Then they would have fought that. So we don't have that problem. We don't have any money problem because we don't have all these nonsensical ideas. I've solved these problems by having no institutions, no positions. Everybody has position. But the greatest position is of your spirit, which you establish. The attention is not there, it's more ego-oriented. The whole stuff is ego-oriented. You can't fight ego with ego. You cannot. You can only fight ego or superego with spirit. How much do I dominate you? I absorb all your aggression also. And how much do I dominate you? If I have to correct you, I go forward and do it and tell you that I'm correcting you, whether you like it or not. And you see the result, it's all right. But if you have that capacity, do it. Then there is lacking in you that you cannot do that way. So be prepared not to at least spoil the show of Sahaja. One person is talking too much, all right, the others will say he is good for nothing, but another one is a sensible. But if you both are fighting, I don't. That doesn't show any wisdom or growth, isn't it? Does it? Those who think that by dominating in small things you are going to achieve anything are wrong. Actually, I've seen my grandchildren are realized souls. They're not bothered about these things. They don't do this. This kind of a fight they don't have. That where to keep these, what to do this, they don't have. Nothing. At the most, they might fight for a chocolate or something at the most. But in spiritual matters, they never fight. In spiritual matters, they never fight. That's the place one should not fight. One should not argue. That's the point, not to be argued, because truth is one. What is there to argue? You have seen all these saints, you see, those who have talked about me. What do they say? Everybody says the same thing about me. There cannot be any fight between saints. Can there be? If the truth is one, how can there be fight? But because one is inadequate, another is dominating. Both must achieve that state. But the best is to be more dignified, more grown up, more patronizing. People will definitely take to you because you will become the leader. Arguments are not going to lead you anywhere. I can tell you this much. No use arguing among yourself. If you have to argue with others, not among yourself. Otherwise, no. What else? What is the thing? Any other question?
Mother, could you please tell us a little bit how we fight our ego with our spirit? How do you do
How do we fight the ego?
with spirit?
See, you should never fight it. If you try to fight it, it will sit more on your head. That's not the way to fight it. That there is ego and you fight your ego. Oh, yeah, I'm going to box you, then it will grow more. See, the more you box it, the more it will grow. Never fight your ego. Only way is to see it. Your attention is very important. Your attention is now enlightened. Whatever you see, it comes to its right side. It comes to its right side. Size. Say ego. If it is overgrown, you just watch your ego. Best is to watch yourself in the mirror and you say, oh, Mr. Ego, how do you do? Then it will come down. But don't fight it. Just to be seen. All kinds of egos could be there. If you are overeducated, you are egoistical. If you are uneducated, you are egoistical because you must try to show that you are something. All sorts of egos are there. So best thing is to see for yourself. That's why I say face yourself. Yourself means your spirit.
Okay. That goes the same for the superego.
Yes, very much so. For superego also, not to be frightened, you should just say, get out. I can see you very clearly. You are there. You get out from here. How dare you frighten me? I am the spirit. I am the spirit. How dare you can do that? That's how. You see, ego makes you idiotic. Absolutely. Ego makes you idiotic. Makes an idiot out of you. Absolutely. And the superego makes you a coward. It makes you a coward. Now, how to fight it? I'm not going to be an idiot. If you say that, ego will go away. If you want to be an idiot, then he'll be there to help you. If you want to be an idiot, all right, call Mr. Ego. You'll become an idiot. Straightforward. The easiest way, if you want to become an idiot, simple thing is to call the ego. You come, Mr. Ego, and settle down in me, and immediately, this is a very simple composition. And superego, if you are a coward, then it sits on your head. Say, I am not going to be Ham Ksham, as I told you, the mantra on the Agya. Either you have to say, I am. The another, I say, I forgive you.
Mother, may I ask a question similar to what he said about Cipriano? I'll be particular. I'm still having problems with my eating. I am eating a lot here, but I'm very afraid. I'm laughing because it is silly that I'll become fat, and I'm very afraid. I think a lot about food all the time, and yet I know that with you nothing bad can happen to me.
All right, you do one thing just now. You put your left hand towards me and right hand outside. She has a hamsa here, Kato. There, you see the hamsa. Tell her to come down. Coming, coming. I see. Sorry. Put the hamsa. I didn't see it clearly. Hello. आ गए अच्छा हुआ. Oh, been waiting for you. Come forward. You can come forward a little bit. Lots of people are there. आओ आप इधर से आ जाओ. What's the time? चले आप. Huh?
Shall I do it?
Yes. As I have told you, that relationship with yourself should be tyrannical. Should lash it down. You should absolutely make it clear to yourself that I have to perfect myself if I have to give this my being to God. It has to be perfect. Secondly, if you have to have relationship with others, it has to be ideal relationship. Sahajogi with Sahajogi means something great. The greatest relationship is that. With your sister, with your brother, it should be ideal. And in collectivity, we have to be pragmatic. In collectivity, we can change our course, we'll take the way we like, the way it moves, we'll manage it. But otherwise, you see, for example, take a plane. It has the same thing. Plane, when it is in the air, it can go wherever it likes. But the screws that are fixed in a plane are ideally fixed. They cannot just start like a pilot seat doesn't go to the back and the back doesn't come to the front. You see, the relationship is maintained. All right? And the screws which are made or anything that is made is perfect. But the aeroplane is not fixed. Aeroplane can go southward, northward, anywhere it wants to. Only the things that are in it are correlated with each other in such proportion that they cannot budge from their ideal positions. I'm giving this example because you are here. You'll understand it better. And these things that you have produced are themselves are perfect. If they are imperfect, there will be a problem. It's like that. If you understand this very simple thing about relations and attitudes, you will never have problem. Your relationship with a Sahajogi has to be absolutely ideal relationship. Otherwise, some screw is loose. Try to make it ideal. Say there's one person. You find the person is too egoistical or something. Try to see what's wrong with you, first of all. Am I perfect? Am I all right? Or am I equally dominating? Am I equally egoistical? All right. If I am, then I better correct myself. But if I'm not, if I'm a good person, that way I'm not dominating, then I should try to bring down his ego by making sweet things to him, making nice relationship with him. Try to be kind to him so that his ego comes down. Manage somehow or other to establish ideal relationship. It's absolutely simple. I mean, I don't understand what I have to tell in this thing. You know everything, that it has to be proper. Now see, the relationship between that and me has to be proper so that it doesn't burn me, isn't it? It's absolutely in lifetime also, we have to do the same. That relationship with each other has to be ideal to create the best results. It is so practical, I don't know what is there to tell it. And you have to be perfect because you are the unit. And the whole thing can be pragmatic. Then only it can be. But here, just the other way around. The screws are pragmatic. The relationship is imperfect. And the collectivity is absolutely static. Doesn't move. The collectivity, after all, we are collective, bound to each other. How can we move, mother? We are static now. We are bound to each other, we can't move, you see. Just like Rock of Gibraltar. Now, you being an aeronautic engineer, you should understand this better than anybody else. This example. What else is the question? How are you? All right? I'm asking. What other question?
Srimati, could you say something about maintaining our attention so that it stays where it should and doesn't get diverted into trivial things?
Rustam has asked a very practical question. It's true that to keep the attention where it should be. You see, for everything, you have to do some exercise, abhyas. Not before realization, after realization. The best way is to learn how to watch yourself. Just start sitting here. Just put yourself into a position from where you watch yourself. Now, what am I doing? This is the abhyas. This is the study. Apart from mantras, apart from anything, the abhyas is the practice. Practice of becoming a witness. And the witness is the spirit state. Then attention will not go. I mean, you will see everything. It's there. Attention will be inside. Try to practice this. Am I a witness? Now say, some people say, oh God, I had a horrible time. Whether this happened, that happened. Say, you are not a witness. How can you have a horrible time if you are the spirit? You only have a horrible time when you are not the spirit. If you can watch the whole thing as a drama that is played, then you are not having a horrible time. But this outside of you is having a horrible time which you are watching. That's how the attention can be fixed very well. If you practice abhyas, practice all the time to be witness. Say you go out, you see something, just try to see it, not to think about it. Be a witness of the whole thing. The joy will be complete and also you will become absolutely peaceful. Your attention will be completely enlightened. And then the inspiration you will get will be tremendous. See, it's working out. Working out. Try to watch. And it has such a tremendous memory if you know how to watch. I mean, to me, if I see something, to me, it's just like a film in my mind. If I have seen this room now, I know what is in this design, everything. How you are sitting, what pose you have taken, how you wear, what was it. Everything is like a design. It comes to me just like a picture. Absolutely. Not of this life, but of lives. Because that's a recording system that records best. If there are thoughts, it's like something in between. You see, now he's trying to record me on the film. And if there's something in between moving, nothing will come in. But when there is nothing in between and you are just seeing through, you're recording everything that is important. Moreover, you'll be amazed you don't record unimportant things. Like for people now, they go to a village. or any place. They will be recording, oh God, it was very dirty and this happened and we went there and there was cement to sleep, for example. Or then we went inside and there was no proper chair to sit down and the chair was so hard and my back started aching. All these things they will remember. And then what happened? Oh God, I couldn't get realization. Everything that bad. You see, just like newspaper, all bad news. But to a person who is a realized soul in a real way, he doesn't see. I mean, you don't smell anything dirty. You always smell something good. You never smell. You do not think of anything dirty. You, everywhere you go, it's beautiful. Even if you see just a sand, you see the pattern. Even if you see a barren hill. I saw some people who had gone. I said, look at the beauty of these hills in Maharashtra. They said, Mother, what is the beauty? It's not covered with trees. I said, that's the beauty. Just see the pattern. They couldn't see the patterns that I was seeing. But if you ask me, what is this hill? I also know that. Because I know the patterns of all the hills, how it has moved, how it has made patterns and things like that. Because they don't see that. You see, they cannot see the beauty. Because they are looking out for defects. Or relatively, you see, English trees are better than, say, XYZ trees. So then this is not better. The relative, they start. But you are at absolute point, you are getting the absolute of everything. Everything is your own. What is there to judge?
Mother, perhaps you can see the beauty because you're the artist.
Huh?
Perhaps you can see the beauty because you're the artist.
I'm the artist and I'm the art. But what about you? Who are you? You are the one who is created, and you can create and you can become the artist. That's what I'm saying. That you are not only the light, but the light that will give light to others. And also you will sustain that light which you have given light. This is the difference now between you and other people. Not that only you will be an artist, but you will enjoy the art of the artist. This is what you have got. You don't know, you are not aware of your powers. It's a dynamic thing which has happened to you, which you should take to. But our attention is on from where the dirt is coming, where the filth is coming, where the ugliness is there. If your attention is on ugliness, people tell me this was ugly. I said, I didn't see. I just saw the way the elephant was standing, you see. The way he has pulled up his leg and he was raising his trunks. I never saw the dirt part of it. Where was it? At the back of it. I said, I never went on the back. If your attention is on even description of a person, ask a person, how is he? He's... little funny points will come to your head. Even the photographers I've seen, they will only take photograph when you are in a funny way. See, when your face is little turned round. It's a seeking after ugliness, seeking after mistakes, seeking after something wrong. All the time, if you do like this, you cannot be a happy person. All the time to try to find out defects and faults and mistakes and dirt and ugliness. You are in for trouble. You're asking for it. Like a person was saying, there are 3-4 ditches in this place. I said, did you jump into one of them? Better jump in. So once for all, you don't see any other ditch. You don't see the plain grounds. You're just seeing the ditches for what? The same thing can look ugly to a person who is of that kind of an attitude, who wants to see everything ugly. Try your attitudes. Try to see good in others. Try to see, I'm not saying for other people, but I'm saying at least for Sahajogis, you can do it. Try to see good in them. What good they have done to Sahajoga. What you owe to them. How to get along with them. Why not see the good of them? By giving them encouragement, by being good to them, you are helping Sahajoga. But you want to help your ego because you are very wise. So then only, by appreciating another person, only you have better relationship. This is a very simple fact. You see, In a film, there the two people are talking to each other as if they are barking at each other. What does it take to be kind, to be gentle, to say pleasant things? As soon as they will see a person, oh God, you have become very ugly. This is the best compliment. That's human nature. To see to the faults of others, to see to the wrong things of others. You see, they will find out in anything. Somebody is very tidy, then that person is bad. Somebody is very untidy, that person is bad. Every sort of thing. But why not you do something about yourself, that there's something inside you which is not tidy? And inside you, that's very upsetting. To me, it makes no difference. You have seen it. It makes no difference if you say, I'll sleep here. If you say, I'll sleep on the grass there. To me, it makes no difference to what bathroom I go. I don't even remember all those things. What is there to remember in a bathroom and this and that? All nonsense it is. I have no memory for all these things. Even if you want me to know, I will not remember. If you ask me, how did you go to that bathroom? Which one? That one. I said, it's all right. I've been there. Then food, what sort of a taste it was and what food it was and all sorts of things people go on thinking about. What's the use? The whole food is going to just be digested in the same stomach. What is there to be so much worried about all this? We are wasting our energy. I don't waste my energy. I have no energy for wasting. In the same way, why do you waste your energy? Why not see to the better side of man? By seeing bad side, if you can cure it, well and good. But if you cannot cure it, you are going to get yourself bad. If you can cure it, nothing like it, but you can't. Also, always person says, I would not do that. But you would do something else that the other person would not do. When judging others, one has to know one should judge oneself first of all. Because with what are you judging? With your ego or super ego? I've seen it's a very common failing, which should not be there anymore. Now you are realized souls, you are saints. And the saints, though olden saints might be doing whatever they did, forget them. But you people are not going to see the faults of each other, but to the good points of it. Simple things I've seen. Somebody says a wrong English word or a Sanskrit word or a wrong this, immediately will catch on that. But he gives a big lecture, it's all right. That nobody listens. Your mind is working. What wrong thing he is going to say? Attention should be onto what he said. So beautiful. And then you will develop an attitude, as mine is, you will never see to the defects of the place. No. No, know that. You will have no eyes to see. I mean, mine is like that, condition is like that, I tell you. It will be like that. It's very difficult. Like somebody says, you come and play those cards with stakes. I never remember. I'll always lose. So I said, what's the use of playing? I don't remember. See, everybody says you have so many brains otherwise. So can't you remember these 3 cards? I can't. Just my brain goes off. I put automatic. I don't know. I look like a stupid fool when I play that game. So why should I play? Anything like that, I'm absolutely good for nothing. So it's a thing people know, she's useless. Forget her. But it should become automatic with you also. Then it's so enjoyable. How beautiful we are, that everything is so beautiful around us to see. Such beauty exists and we do not see it. Such tremendous joy, every bliss is there flowing within us. And we don't know, we don't notice it. It's such a happy thing. It's such a beautiful thing. Oh God, such a source of joy was just standing next to me. I never knew. And just I turned around and saw that force. Turn around. Turn your back. All conditionings of yours, the ideas that you have. Do not pass judgment. First thing is. Great art critics and all that. Please, I beg of you. That do not pass remarks. at anything all the time is ego playing the trick. Just watch it, how it is making you feel that you are something very great. Be careful.